Family fun beats work stress any day of the week. Kelly Gale is starting a new position in marketing in Sydney. She's made sure it won't be such a controlling environment as a previous job.
I don't know whether it was power or what it was, but every call had to be answered, even if you were in the bathroom, and every email had to be answered within 10 minutes. It wouldn't matter when it was, what time of the day or night, or whether it was the weekend or holidays.
And what effect did that have on you?
It was pretty traumatic, actually, to be honest.
Millions of Australians can now break free from the pressures of after-hours calls and emails. New laws are based on the premise that staff are happier if they're not followed home by their jobs.
In Australia, we have a mental health crisis. There are as many as 1 in 4 employees in the workplace suffering from a mental health condition. And a lot of people have a lot of job uncertainty. Add to that the cost of living crisis in Australia, and this is going to look to address some of that. People have been overworked for a long time.
Similar laws are in place in France, Argentina and Ireland. However, industry groups here insist the right to disconnect legislation will hamper productivity at a time of economic uncertainty. Academics, though, argue that the changes will be good for business.
We're seeing businesses in response to the right to disconnect, thinking about how they and their staff can work smarter, not necessarily harder. And I think that the impact of these laws will have a positive impact upon workers in terms of their well-being.
Telstra, one of Australia's dominant telecommunications companies, has allowed its employees to switch off after work for more than a decade. It says the long-standing policy has been a great success.
For people to be engaged and productive, that really means being able to have a balanced life where you're able to give your best and do your best while you're at work, but also have genuine time where you're not working and you're able to disconnect.
I think it's ridiculous that we need these laws, that people need laws in order to act humanely, but I fully support them. I think it's brilliant. I think it allows people to have more of a work-life balance.
The legislation states that out-of-hours contact from the boss, which is considered to be unreasonable, can be ignored. The reforms will be enforced by Australia's workplace regulator. Phil Mercer, BBC News, Sydney.